Hey, get into it. Marathon Mentality, one of our daily 15. This is kind of a foundation episode, if you will, because what I'm trying to do is share information both on AI and fitness that can help people start. That's where I think I can provide the most value. I think that is the hardest part. I put out a video yesterday talking about people really need to get obsessed with working out, not obsessed with trying to get results, because what I've learned over the past year, I started running, I started working out a different way, I started looking at diet a different way. I've always looked at my fitness as the marathon mentality, hence why that's what it's called, in that it's a slow play game to get the results you want. You aren't going to lose 10 pounds in a day. A lot of times you won't lose a healthy 10 pounds in a month. I know there's a lot of things out there that can help you lose weight in different ways, but for me, I think the healthier and the more consistent you lose weight, the longer it takes to gain that weight back. Not only because of the actual science of how you lost the weight, but I also think the habits that you build losing weight, I should say losing weight, but acquiring your fitness slowly is what goes over time. I'm always trying to get people to a place where they are achieving their fitness goals for a lifestyle. I'm never on a diet. I'm never on a workout plan. What I'm trying to do is establish something that I can do over the long term. Yeah, you're going to have certain phases where you are doing more of a certain type of workout or eating a certain type of food for a certain initiative, but what I really like to see is balance over time. And really, it's how do we help someone achieve this? So how do you do that? There's a couple ideals that like I said, I've really picked up over the last year or so that almost closed the loop for me. One of those is that in actuality, I believe, and I do think that a lot of people will come back and try to argue science with me. I should start here as the foundation. Science is important. The problem with science in achieving a fitness goal or achieving a lifestyle that works for you is that the science wasn't done on your body. And I will fight that to the grave because everybody's body is different. Two people could do the exact same workout and they will look different, they will feel different, they will get different results. And so everything I do, all the way down to the app and the program that we've created to help people get to their goals, is all about customizing it all the way down to you. Now, that is a lot of where AI and fitness interject for me, is because I'm really big on using AI and the tools that it allows you to do. It allows you to create something super customized to you and helps you get results faster than you ever could before. It helps make you more consistent in a lot of different ways, and we'll get to that in other times. But so first and foremost, I'll touch back on science isn't always where I start my conversations. And the arguments could be had, but the results that I see and the results I've helped people get, and that's not just in the past year. We're talking about people that I've helped for 10, 15 years, I can think back, that are still on fitness journeys that they weren't on before. I'm not obviously taking credit for that, but I do think some of the things that we implemented early on help them do exactly what I'm saying. Become obsessed with the process, not obsessed with whatever results you're going to get. Because your goal post should always be moving, right? Once you get certain results, you should be moving on to try and get the next result. So only being focused on how can I get to these results, well then what after that? As opposed to building a foundation and building a lifestyle, like I said, that can go forever. So I think stacking workouts, stacking whatever it is that you're trying to get is the first and main goal. I say that because a lot of people, when they start their workout journey, when they start their fitness journey, when they start dieting and nutrition and all those things, they will try and go extreme as they can. All the way up to, if you're working with a personal trainer, their job is to get you to come back for another session. That's how they make money, right? So in your first session, they're not going to come and tell you, oh, your results are going to take a long time. It's going to be a while before you really feel like you're getting improvement. The client has to come with that mindset to allow the trainer to train like that. That's kind of the give and take that you have in working with a personal trainer, is that their job is dependent on your mindset and they can't give you the mindset. So I think a lot of times, if you're working with a personal trainer, if you go work out in the gym by yourself, if you look at a diet, you always try to go to the extreme. You go to 10 on the first day and you're either hungry for a week. If we're talking about nutrition, you're sore for a week. If you're talking about fitness, all the things. What I think you can do is make it super, super easy. Fitness should be easy. Diet and nutrition should be easy because you have to take it slow. And your body rewards you for taking it slow. That is what I feel like I've learned in the past year more than anything. I started running. One of the big things about running is you can see immediate results. I was in good enough shape to start moving faster, having better pace, having better times pretty quickly. I was actually impressed with myself. I was feeling good, had my chest out, I'm posting it on Instagram, all these things. Well, then I started reading about those who get really good at running, who get the most results, who get the best body results, who get the best endurance results, get the best times, actually most of the time do slower runs, which is really, really hard after you've put yourself in this mindset that I want to get faster, I want to get stronger, all those things. Because a lot of people also don't understand how much strength goes into running, which is something we'll definitely talk about down the line. But the point I'm making is when you actually go slower, you put less effort in, less intensity, I'll say, you actually improve so much faster. That's when I started seeing my body change in the way I wanted exponentially, as opposed to when I was running fast. And I felt like I was able to run faster than when I was running fast all the time. A lot of thought process can be put behind that, but if we make it as simple as possible, going slower, lower intensity, burning calories slower, actually building the endurance, the aerobic endurance over time, building the strength over time actually gave me better results. I think diet's the same way. If you try and go too hard and you give your body a huge imbalance, you go from eating burgers and fries and milkshakes one day to eating tofu in a salad the next day, your body is going to be in shock. It's not going to feel good. It's not going to be something that you want to repeat. I think the slow incremental is what gets you to loving the process, gets you obsessed with the process. Like I said, you can't go from 0 to 100 and your body rewards you for not going 0 to 100. So one of the main things I try and do is help people stack days of nutrition on top of each other and stack days of workouts on top of each other. A lot of times I'll call it leaving some meat on the bone, that you go in there and you work out and you're not totally exhausted. So you maybe feel like, oh, I didn't do all that I could do today, but it allows you to work out the next day. I think 2 easy workouts 2 days in a row is better than 1 hard workout and then 2 days off, 3 days off, 4 days off because you made yourself so sore. That's the program that we want to work on. That's what HealthBase, the AI tracking tool that I'm working with, is aimed to help people too, is build that balance, build that system to have the slow burn. Another thing that I think is important when you talk about building a system that is sustainable over time is the way that you go about it, the reps that you're taking, the things that you're looking at, the metrics, if you will. If you're talking about nutrition, what supplements are you taking? What foods? What are your macros? Your protein versus your carbohydrates. What are your goals? Are you trying to slim down? Are you trying to bulk up? When you talk about working out, same thing. Are you trying to slim down? Are you trying to bulk up? How much time do you have? What is your lifestyle? Do you have any injuries? Looking at all these things and keeping a close eye on those really help you build faster by going slower, if that makes sense. I want to break all this down. I hope to work with several different people and get feedback, get results. Thanks for listening. Marathon Mentality. This could be the first daily 15, and let's keep building.